If you have ever stood in front of a mirror and felt like the dark patches on your face were making you look 10 years older than you feel, this video is for you. Age spots and hyperpigmentation are among the most common skin concerns worldwide, affecting up to 30 to 40% of all dermatology visits globally. The good news is that inside your kitchen right now, you already have several ingredients that are backed by real science to help fade these spots over time, completely free of charge. Today I am going to share 3 recipes, explain exactly why they work at a biological level, and give you a practical 7-day plan to start tonight. Before the recipes make sense, you need to understand what is actually causing the problem. All dark spots, whether they are age spots that show up after 40 or melasma patches that appear in your 30s, come down to one biological process. Deep in your skin, cells called melanocytes produce pigment using an enzyme called tyrosinase. When ultraviolet light hits your skin, tyrosinase becomes overactivated and produces far more melanin than your skin needs. That excess melanin clusters in certain areas and creates the dark patches you see. By the time someone reaches their 70s, over 90% of adults have visible age spots somewhere on their body. The key to fading them, whether you use a pharmacy product or something from your kitchen, is either blocking tyrosinase activity, accelerating the shedding of pigmented skin cells, or ideally both at the same time. The first recipe is fermented rice water with honey. Rice water is not simply the water left over after rinsing your rice. When you allow it to ferment for 2 to 3 days at room temperature, the naturally occurring compounds inside the rice, including inositol, ferulic acid, and phytic acid, become more concentrated and more bioavailable. A published study found that a lotion containing fermented rice extract significantly reduced measurable melanin levels on the skin after just 14 days of use. Ferulic acid in particular has a 2-part action, blocking tyrosinase while simultaneously acting as a potent antioxidant that shields skin from UV-triggered oxidative damage. Honey adds a complementary layer of benefit because it contains mild natural alpha-hydroxy acids and trace hydrogen peroxide that gently break down dead, pigmented cells on the surface. To make this pack, rinse 1 cup of rice. Discard the first wash water and collect the second. Store it in a glass jar at room temperature for 2 to 3 days until it develops a slight sour smell and a cloudy appearance. Mix 3 tablespoons of the fermented rice water with 1 tablespoon of raw honey. Soak a cotton pad and press it onto affected areas for 20 minutes before rinsing with lukewarm water. Use this 3 times a week and refrigerate any unused portion, discarding it within 7 days. The second recipe is potato and yogurt pack. Potatoes contain a compound called catechol, which acts as a reversible tyrosinase inhibitor, essentially turning down the enzyme that makes melanin without permanently altering skin biology. Research reviewing natural tyrosinase inhibitors confirmed that potato-derived compounds demonstrate measurable depigmenting activity. Plain yogurt brings lactic acid to the formula, which is an alpha-hydroxy acid known to dissolve the bonds holding dead pigmented cells together and accelerate their removal. Clinical studies show that lactic acid is effective for treating moderate hyperpigmentation and is notably gentler on sensitive skin than other AHAs. Adding a small pinch of turmeric amplifies the effect further since curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, has additional tyrosinase inhibiting and anti-inflammatory properties. One formulation study found that turmeric-based applications improved hyperpigmented areas by more than 15%. To make this pack finely grate half a medium potato and squeeze out 2 tablespoons of juice. Blend it with 2 tablespoons of unsweetened plain yogurt and a small pinch of turmeric. Apply to a cleansed face, leave on for 15 to 20 minutes, and rinse gently. Use 2 to 3 times per week. The third recipe is a lemon and oatmeal pack. Lemon juice contains citric acid, an alpha-hydroxy acid that chemically dissolves surface dead skin cells, increases cell turnover, and has shown tyrosinase inhibiting properties in laboratory research. The reason oatmeal is essential here is that lemon juice alone is dangerously acidic at around pH 2. far below your skin's natural pH of 5.5, and applying it undiluted can seriously damage your skin barrier. Oatmeal contains a unique anti-inflammatory compound called avenanthramide that calms irritation, and its beta-glucan forms a protective layer that moderates how deeply the acid penetrates. Mix 2 tablespoons of finely ground oatmeal with half a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of honey. This specific ratio is important, so please follow it carefully. Apply after cleansing, leave on for 10 to 15 minutes, and rinse with lukewarm water. Use once or twice a week, and always apply a broad-spectrum sunscreen of SPF 30 or higher afterward, because AHA ingredients temporarily make freshly revealed skin more sensitive to UV light. Now for the safety warnings you must not skip. First, always perform a patch test before applying any new ingredient to your face. Apply a small amount to the inside of your forearm and wait 24 to 48 hours. Stop immediately if you notice any redness, itching, or burning. Second, never apply undiluted lemon juice directly to your face, under any circumstances. Third, if a dark spot is suddenly growing larger, changing color rapidly, developing an irregular border, itching, or bleeding, do not try to treat it at home. Visit a skin specialist, because these are signs that require professional evaluation. Fourth, use sunscreen every single day without exception, even indoors, as UV rays that pass through windows are the primary trigger for new pigmentation. For your diet, eat bell peppers, kiwi, and strawberries daily for vitamin C, which disrupts the melanin production chain from the inside. Cook tomatoes with olive oil to release lycopene, which prevents UV-triggered oxidative damage that creates new spots. Drink 2 to 3 cups of green tea daily, since its EGCG content has been shown to inhibit UV-driven melanocyte activation. These recipes take just minutes to prepare, cost nothing, and work through genuine biological mechanisms. Consistency is everything though. Spots that took years to form will take a minimum of 4 to 8 weeks of regular use before you see clear results. Pair every pack with daily sunscreen, and you will be addressing both the cause and the effect at the same time. If this video helped you, please like it, and share it with someone who needs this information. I post new health and skin videos every week, so subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss one. See you in the next video.